All right, what I've got going on for you here, windy conditions in your forecast. You're going to be seeing conditions to be like this throughout the day. In fact, we're going to hold on to these winds popping through the picture here where you're going to go right into this. You're going to see these winds gradually picking up from the 11 o'clock hour or so, and we'll hold on to at least them picking up going into the 9 o'clock hour here, but they're going to start to really pick up once we get into the late morning hours and continue on in the afternoon. It's going to be very breezy and gusty, and that will continue as we roll right back into the evening hours for your evening drive home. That being said, as we get into the 9 o'clock hour, that will persist, and we'll pick up these winds to still hold on going into the overnight hours for tomorrow and carry throughout the day tomorrow. Hey, the sky tracker is showing you as we go through the morning hours, you're going to be seeing temperatures slowly but surely climbing out of this cool. You'll get right back into the possibility of temperatures getting into the 40s and then near the 50s once you get into at least the noon hour, widespread with some low 60s mixed in there as well for you. We'll be picking up the winds out of the south, and we'll also be picking up some of that wind coming in across from the Great Basin, kind of popping in that warmer air for us. Temperature is going to get to 37 for Eau Claire as you get into it for the kids today, sunny and brisk conditions. And then by the afternoon, you're looking at those winds to be pressing across the area today, windy and of course sunny conditions for you. La Crosse will start out the same way, a brisk start for this early morning, around at least 40 degrees for you at 7 a.m., getting to 68 degrees by the afternoon at 3 o'clock. And you're also looking at those windy conditions to pop into the picture. That being said, highs for today, widespread in the 60s for you. This will continue on, and you're going to be holding on to these conditions as we go right into Friday, holding on to sunny and breezy and of course warm and dry conditions with that drought still holding on to us. We're going to get into widespread low 70s, possibly some upper 60s in there for some locations, and of course we're looking at 73 for La Crosse, possibly at least 72 as you get into Eau Claire. We may be able to squeak out a 74 to 75 degree heat because some of this heat still continues to come out of the Great Basin. You can see that with the ridge just building up, and as we get closer to that warmer air is going to start to translate back to us. So coming out of the Great Basin as well as Texas and the Gulf, we'll be picking up that moisture coming back in our area as we go through the next couple of days. Speaking of moisture, you're also going to see some of that rainfall is going to be weak as we go right into the end of the week, as well as getting into the weekend, and then of course all the way into next week. Most of that rainfall will brush us. Possibly by the time we get into Wednesday, we could see some of that rainfall sneak into the picture, and it's about a 20% chance, so it's still a low chance to happen. We're looking at 68 degrees today, breezy. We'll go to breezy conditions as well as for Friday. By the weekend, though, temperatures begin to bounce up from 75 to 78 degrees. Your morning temperatures will be in the 40s and the 50s. By Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, as I mentioned, a little bit of rainfall chances, but warmer conditions for Monday. Then we begin to cool you back down to the low 70s, eventually going into the low 60s to at least the upper 50s by the midweek. All right, that's your forecast.